Welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. So where we last left off, I finished up the Umineko When They Cry Tea Party episode 4, in which it became this whole battler being all by himself within Rokujima, and then he had a, he had one day to to go up against Beatrice, and it became this whole witches game to whether he'll win and come home with to reunite his family, or just flat out lose and he just disappears. Although the ending was pretty questionable, but pretty heartwarming to say the least. So I'm really curious how the question mark turns out to be. But yeah, this is episode 4 of question mark, aka your witch's tea party of Holly, or however you call it. Welcome to the tea party of the Unhuman, episode 4. So let's give that a read. I'm pretty curious how it'll turn out. Twirl. Unknown. Fragment number. Holy fuck, so many numbers. Scattered over the big bed were cute jelly beans of various colors and chocolate coins. A fork was stuck into a shortcake peeking out of a gift box, and there were decanters with drinks of various colors lined up on the side table. But the color of the partially finished drink that had been poured into a cup was venomous, matching none of the decanters. Someone had probably been playing around, mixing various things together. That can be lots of fun if you don't mind the taste. On top of the fluffy bed were several colorful big pillows like something from a dream. And on this bed that looked like something out of a child's dream world, Bern Castle lay face down, and Lambda Delta lay face up, clutching a pillow and relaxing. It looks like you two are having fun.
ベアトがゲームやめるとか言い出してかなり焦ったわ。これだけのゲームを始めておいて投げっぱなしで終えようとするなんて失礼な魔女よね。
You know, judging from the... I can't even access that too. Holy shit. Characters. Oh. The Witch of Miracles lived for 1,000 years. Send in a piece called Angie. Defeat Beatrice in her game. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already read this. You know, judging by the picture right there, it looks like these two are getting along well. Makes it look like these two witches are like sisters or something, considering how bright the colors are.
エンジェ、いい駒だったじゃない。とんずらしたベアトを引きずり戻してゲームを再開させてくれたわ。バトラーをやる気にさせすぎちゃったのはさすがに参ったけどね。
Yeah, otherwise Battler would have been just stood hollow, and then everything is just going to be like, and everything will be all dormant by now.
バトラーは情に弱いって分かってたから。
He is. I mean, I'm not surprised. The incompetence in this one.
確かに。あいつ、敵であるベアトにも手加減しかねない雰囲気があったわね。前回の流れから下手するとベアトに同情して おかしな方向にゲームを流すかもしれないって危惧してたの。エンジェはバトラがゴールを誤解した時に再誘導するための切り札よ。本当はもっとサポートさせてそれから切りたかったんだけどね。いきなり切らされたわ。仕込みに随分かかった駒なのにもったいなかった。
例の名乗っちゃダメルール枷にしておいてよかった。
Oh yeah, that is true. She did inserted the rule.
あれを設けなかったら兄弟タッグ大活躍でペアとはあっという間に飲み込まれてゲームエンドだったわ。
And won in the blink of an eye.
一気に畳みかけるチャンスかと思ったんだけど、あんたのマークがきつくてうまくいかせなかったわ。ああ、もったいない駒だった。
What, so is this just a match for fun then? Is that the why?
当然でしょ。あんなずるい駒とっととリタイアしてくれないと困るわ。まあ結果的にゲーム中断を阻止する活躍をしてくれたし、それは私にとっても助かることだった。互いの利害が一致する活躍をしてくれたという意味においては本当に素晴らしい駒だったわよ。
バトラと同じで単純な子だったから簡単に私の言いなりになってくれたわ。駒にするならバカか直情型よね。
She was an innocent kid like Battler, so it was easy to get her to do as I said. Morons and impulsive types make the best pieces. Oh, oof. Okay, well, to be fair, even I always thought, Angie is like a tad bit more smarter than Battler, but she does have its flaws.
ああ、本当に惜しい駒だったわ。
But if anything, when it comes to Angie's backstory as a whole, I feel like she would be the most sympathized the most. So.
その子も今じゃひき肉ねえ。後で一緒にそれでハンバーグ作りましょうよ。
Ugh.
あ、餃子の方が好きだっけ？
Wait, I can't. What?
妹味ってどんな味かしら？笑える。
I didn't know her. Witches like Lambda Delta. Is this like what certain witches are like when it comes to stuff like that? It's like, oh, we're gonna make meat out of Angie. And then she mentioned this sounds so wrong. It's actually really funny. I didn't... Man, there are various notions where cannibalism within the, when it comes to demons and witches, it sure is a part of a kink.
あんた、そんな余裕でいいの？エンジェのおかげでバトラは奮起。
He got fired up. He got hype. Yeah, you gotta have that hype in you, boy. It's like you gotta be passionate in this shit.
ベアと猛追し始め、今やだいぶ私が有利なゲーム展開だと思うけど。というかバトラ、今回でこれまでのほとんどの謎を解いちゃったんじゃない？
He did, but out of all the theories you usually come up, some of them are pretty silly.
はあ、とんでもない。
Not even close?
バトラの青き真実なんてほとんど外れてるわよ。ベアとのぬるい赤なんて隙間だらけだもの。多少は知恵の回る子だったら適当にへりくつ並べりゃ簡単にすり抜けられるわ。ああ、本当にイライラしたわよ。私だったらどれもこれも徹底的に赤で切り返してるわ。
あら、そうだったの？私はてっきりあれらが正解だと思ってたわ。
Okay, well, to be fair, the putting the bombs into food was kind of pretty hysterical.
小型爆弾を飲み込ませて云々はさすがにどうかと思ったけど。
See, even Burncastle thinks it's pretty fucking hysterical.
バトラの青き真実だって全部が有効になってはいないわ。ベアとは第一のゲームにおいて身元不明死体についてその身元を全て保証するとはっきり明言している。
That she guarantees the identities of all unidentified corpses.
これによりバトラのエヴァ秀吉の密室殺人の犯人は偽装死体を演じた何者かという推理は破られてるのよ。次にボイラー室のカノンは事故死だったろうとしてるけど自分の胸に杭が突き刺さっちゃう事故って何よ。ばっかじゃない。私が赤き宝刀とやらで切ってやるわよ。カノンは事故死ではない。その次の客間での源氏たち3人の殺人の時計回りに同時に射殺して死に合ったとかいう相打ち殺人も滑稽だわ。源氏、熊沢、南條は殺人者ではない。
They were not killers.
最後の夏日殺しのトラップ X もバカバカしいわ。夏日を射殺したのはトラップじゃなくちゃんと銃を構えて引き金を引いてしっかり射殺したのよ。ご愁傷様。
The thing that shot Natsuki wasn't a trap, it was a real shooting murder with gun raised. Okay, but Natsuki had a shotgun though. Couldn't I just like couldn't I just find like some, couldn't I counter, am I allowed to counter ad against the red or do I just like try to like fuck around with it? Because I couldn't tell. There's no way she will had the tendency to like point her own gun upwards and just blow her head. Because here's the thing though, right? I don't think she killed herself. She was like, she was in the middle of the gunfight. She didn't like, if it was, because her gun was a shotgun or something of the sort. There's no way like her head would get, if it was, her head would have been blown off by now.
あんたダメよ。そんなこと赤で言っちゃ。あの子夏日の銃弾を魔法で跳ね返して殺したってことにしてるんだから。
あらあらいけない。そうだったわね。第2のゲームの青き真実だって甘すぎよ。 礼拝堂での6人の殺害時、犯人は礼拝堂内にいたわ。
When the six were murdered in the chapel, the culprit was inside the chapel.
あいつ、何でもかんでもトラップ X で説明しようとするわよね。トラップ X って何よ。変なミステリー小説のお約束？使用人室で南條と熊沢が殺された事件のカノンの名前を世襲したとかいうのも滑稽だわ。カノンの名を名乗ることができるのは本人のみ。
The only one who can go by that name of Canon is the person himself.
異なる人間が名乗ることはできない。
Wait, is the person him... What? That would mean he wasn't as dead. He wasn't...
夏日の部屋のローザからマスターキーを借りたという推理もダメダメ。ローザがマスターキーを管理して以降、それら全ては一度たりとも彼女の手を離れていない。
After the master keys came into Rosa's control, never did any of them leave her hand.
夏日の部屋を開錠した時にバトラに貸し出した際を除いてね。
Borrowing the key. Well, yeah.
まだまだ続くけど、ざっと軽く見てもこんな感じかしら。
軽くも何も、あんた第1と第2のゲームにおけるバトラの青き真実、軒並み否定しちゃったじゃない。
Well, the whole point of the statements in blue is to make it so that to come up with like the theories of that a possibility of a human can do it.
あらあら、なんてこと。バトラがそれを聞いたらそっとしちゃうわね。
He'd lose his shit.
ね、ベアとは全然追い詰められてなんかいないのよ。あの子、やっぱりなかなかの役者だわ。きっと今回のゲームでは一見追い詰められたふりをしてみせて、次のゲームあたりでバサーッと赤で一刀両断にしてバトラをびっくり仰天させる作戦でしょうよ。それできっとまた大笑いしながら言うんだわ。魔女はピンチになんかなりませんって。
じゃあ、あのベアとの追い詰められたみたいな悲壮感は全部演技なの？
Wait, she was baiting him the whole entire time?
そうに決まってるじゃない。あいつ本当に大女優よね。全然追い詰められてなんかいないのに、最終回顔負けのクライマックス感だったわ。
But she got her ass beat.
今年の助演女優賞はあいつに決定ね。
You need to give this VA an Oscar, though. Jesus.
もちろん主演は私だけど、出るんでもいいわよ。
That just means you're just stealing her entirety of this. You're just taking all the credibility to yourself, though. You didn't what? Unless you're the one who planned it out entirely.
私を殺してみたいなことを言って最後に大きな謎を出したわよ。それを解かれたらベアとは今度こそおしまいの背水の陣じゃないの？
やだ、ベルンまで騙されてるの？あんなの背水の陣でもなんでもない。ベアとはね、まだまだどぎつい奥の手を温存してるわ。最後の謎を出すために両腕を突き出した時、右腕だけ下ろしたの気づいてた？
Just her right hand. Yeah.
ああ、そういえばあれはそういう意味だったわけ。
そういうわけ。あの子はまだまだ奥の手を残してる。そして何も謎は解かれちゃいない。それをまるで全て完歩されて次回最終回みたいなテンションにしちゃうなんて。つくづくあの子は演技の天才よ。ああ、早くバトラをどん底に叩き落とすところが見てやりたいわ。あの子、前回のゲームの北風と太陽作戦ですっかり味を占めちゃったんじゃない？バトラ、きっとまたベアトに同情してコロッと引っかかるわよ。
I wouldn't be surprised.
女の涙は一粒で男を騙せるからね。実に安上がりでお得よね。
Yeah, now that is what we call the emotionally manipulative tactic.
バトラ、またその手に引っかかっちゃうかしら。二度と同情しないように私もバトラを焚きつけないと。当分はエンジェのひき肉で焚きつけられそうだけどね。
エンジ味のハンバーグでパワーアップ。もちろんこっちも負けないわよ。ここからバトラと拮抗するくらいに盛り返せるようベアトを徹底的にサポートするもの。負けないわよベアトは。負けたら素敵な罰ゲームがあるわよってきっちり脅してるもん。
Threatening her with a wonderful punishment game she Uh-oh. What the fuck are you gonna do to her? What?
あんたの罰ゲーム本気でシャレにならないから少し加減した方がいいわよ。
ベルンに次に罰ゲームをできるときはこうしようって決めてるのがあるの。聞きたい聞きたい。
嫌よ。
もう聞いてよ。
What? Oh, she decided what to do for Burt Castle's punishment game, so she was like, and she was gonna ask, and she was like, no.
あのねベルンを素敵なお城に閉じ込めてあげるの。
In a castle?
そのお城は真っ白な純白の城壁に囲まれていて、一辺は12キロメートル、高さは10メートルあるの。魔法とズルは禁止。とても飛び越せないわよね。
14億4000万竜兵。
Wait, holy moly. 1,440,1.4 billion cubic meters.
話のうちが読めたからもういいわよ。
It's like she read her mind by now.
そこをね、毎日一粒ずつの宝石で埋めていくの。 それで城壁いっぱいに溜まるまでベルンを閉じ込めて、その宝石で埋め殺すの。素敵なロマンチックな罰ゲームでしょ。
一辺を5倍にしていいから、高さを10分の1にしてくれたら、今から閉じ込めてもいいわよ。
ほんと？36億竜兵になるわよ。
What the hell?
罰ゲームが倍以上の期間になるわよ。そんなにも長い間虜になってくれるのね。ベルン大好き、愛してる。
It sounds a bit off-putting there. Lambda Delta playfully approached Fern Castle, who yawned, looking bored as she touched the bottom of Lambda Delta's chin as though cuddling a cat.
ベルンはバトラの勝利にかけてて、私は二人が永遠に引き分けになるのにかけてる。それで誰かベアとの勝利にはかけてないの？
かけないわよ。勝率ゼロだもん。
Her chances of winning are 0.
奇跡の魔女に奇跡ゼロって言われるのも本当にお気の毒。私もかけないけどね。絶対。
I can say that with certainty.
絶対の魔女に絶対ダメって言われるのもお気の毒ね。
True. Unusually for them, they giggle
こ
together.
のゲームどういう決着に終わるかしら。
さすがにそれだけは読めないわ。だから楽しいわけだし。
もう逃げも中断も許さない。絶対にゲームを続けさせる。逃がさない。これからどんな風に展開していくのか想像もつかないけれど、絶対にありえない決着の仕方だけはわかるわ。
ベアトが勝って終わることだけはないわね。
だって私もベルンもどっちもベアとの勝利にかけてないんだもん。つまりベアとが勝ちそうになったら、私たち二大魔女を敵に回すことになる。
Is this is one way to have grant like additional characters later on? Two great witches as enemies. Okay, but here's the thing though. If no one is gonna bet on Beato's victory, then there's also gonna be like additional characters introduced that's gonna also bet on Beato's victory too. So I mean, again, I could be wrong, but
そういうことね。私たちの力が最も均衡するのは、引き分けとバトラ有利の中間で均衡している場合のみ。ベアと有利に傾きすぎれば、私たちは共に同じベクトルに団結してベアとを引きずり戻す。
つまりベアと優勢になった瞬間、私たち二人をまとめて敵に回すってことよ。ベルンと共闘楽しい。
ありがとう。でもコンペイトーのお風呂には一緒に入らないわよ。
コンペイトーのシャワーを浴びながら。 とろけたマシュマロを塗りたくってあげるのに。
Is this where I get... Oh, okay, well, I guess I got it. Maybe there's some trivia involved.
気の毒に。あの子は私と遊ぶためにラムダが捕まえてきた生きたおもちゃ、お人形だわ。
私、お人形遊びは上手なの。ほんと上手に遊べるのよ。飽きずに一つのおもちゃで何百年も遊べるのが自慢なの。
ある時は味方し、ある時は敵対し、永遠にもて遊び続ける。かわいそうにね。あの子はもう私たちのお人形。
Poser at others, toying with her for all eternity.
そういうことよ。あの子は私たちのお人形。私たち二人の望む末路しか用意されてない。つまり、私によって永遠に引き分けが繰り返されるか、ベルンによってベアトが敗北して滅ぼされるかでしか終わらないと断言できる。ベアトが勝って終わるようなことは。
奇跡の魔女として宣言するわ。
なら私は絶対の魔女として宣言するわ。ベアトは絶対に勝利できない。そして奇跡は絶対に起こらない。
No! We're stuck in an endless loop. Fuck. Beato cannot win. And these two faces are creepy as shit. What the fuck do I do? I can't even... How do I claim this with the human facts and logic behind this nonsense? Man, what to do? Man, man, episode 4, man. I feel like episode 4, it was probably the peak fiction reading right there. I feel like out of all the parts, you know, it feels like it took over a year by now. And normally normally it would be done like, you know, within like months or within weeks, but you know, hey, not everyone has the free time, you know. There's a lot of interesting VAs that shown there. Yep, and that concludes the entirety of the 4th episode. Really good stuff. Nice meme. Uh-oh. New trophy. New game board added. Next episode has been locked. New elements added. Maybe accessed from the title screen. Hmm. Whoa. More credits? This is like credits after credits. I guess this is like the whoever was in charge of the Umineko project. So, but that's the thing though. Like when I first started doing this read through, when I'm doing a blind read through of this, there is like there's the one with the PS3 graphics and the sort, and there's like the one with the Steam version. I feel like I started with the PS3 version because it's usually the kind of the proper way of doing so. I mean, and the graphics looks pretty nice for its age. I don't know if I want. I guess I could have like go back and just read the rare OG version of the visual novel with this like no VA voice acting whatsoever. Just like non-stop reading. But my vocal couldn't really catch up. There's the oh, that's about it. 2011 to 2020, the Umineko project. So end of 2020, the project has already been done. Ooh, so we have this little title. Yeah, we have the little eerie um, wind blowing. Good morning as the story has been exhausted. All that remains is to understand them. Perhaps new game masters can offer. Wait, I feel like the other half of the answer arcs is going to be like something. Actually, this might be really interesting for me to like put my thinking and thoughts about it because I don't know if I would be like pretty flabbergasted just like more than the question arcs, but it was more like I question how it really turns out, which is actually kind of like exciting in a way. What is this for tips though? Uh, Mariar Associaire System of Magic. Beatrice's titles. So endless and golden. The endless creation and its root to the unmatched endless magical power. She should now be called neither the Endless nor the Golden Witch, but by a new title that is the fusion of the two. Endless realization regarding witches. Most witches cannot leave their territory, but those who are capable of transcending its boundary and wandering fragments are called voyagers. In the story, Burnt Castle and Lambda fall under this type as voyagers. Um, Cross the ocean of endless fragments are called voyagers. High order witch and witches who are unable to leave their territories cannot compare with their power. For their souls become faint. Seaweed. Voyage has no endpoint. Perhaps you could even say that is a journey to escape an endpoint. Hold. Huh, so this I guess when it comes to fantasy, there's also some hierarchy when it comes to like, witches of the such. Creators are sacred beings who can create one out of the sea of nothingness. They can give birth to one from zero, give birth to the endless, and then return it to zero again in a flash. They are freed from all restrictions, and the Voyagers sometimes even call them gods. To become a creator. So it's like creator is like demigod or the highest order. Do they have anything when it comes to no, it just says all this stuff. Oh, I guess like episode 4 I can mess around with these, huh? Interesting. Well, uh music box. I bet they have all this did I unlock all the music by now? There's one, two. I feel like I've unlocked all of the freaking soundtracks by now. One, two. Yeah, there's only two that I've not unlocked. Has there any tips that I missed in come? Oh, well, there's these. The Succession of the Witch. God, it's been so long since the past the first two episodes. Is there like something I could just go back and like look through? Oh, there's letters and stuff. Um, so two. Oh, the brooch. Right. Letter from the witch. I see. Um, there's that. What about the images? Have I unlocked all of these by now? Yeah, there's these, in case I want to do it for thumbnails. Yeah, that's what I normally do when it comes to like the YouTube thumbnails when and such, is I just grab those CG images. Well, some of them are like um one, two. Yeah, those are oh, these two said secret, so I still have to view them later, huh? Well then. Well, I guess that should be it for the entirety of the fourth episode. So, should I make the my review of the game and my like thoughts and such and ramble on so on and so forth? Maybe I'll do that. But I think you guys can have to give me some time and then because I have to fucking the thing is I my rambling is gonna be like pretty like my mind would be like idly stuck to where like I have to like type things out within within like Microsoft Word or some shit like that. So yeah, there's maybe a character tier list. I remember I kept hyping it up though because I usually tend to have like a good like bit of a thought process when it comes to a character dynamics. So maybe you might look forward to it and such. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the entirety of the Umineko When They Cry question arc. One day when I get the bit of a confidential to do start the answer arc. Man, I really question what the answer arc will be like. Is it gonna be like the replay of the incident of Rokujima, like the question arc of the sword, but get some answers behind the scenes and such? Who knows? Um, that aside, um, hope you guys enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, I if I not started Umineko yet, would. I'm also gonna play like other games and such that is like stuck on the sideline. So you might be looking forward to that. But that aside, I will see you all later. You'll have a good one.